This player just needs to keep going out and just staying as relaxed as they have been. And don't take unnecessary chances. Just keep it simple. Find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts if you will, and see where it lands at the end of the day.
Well, it's all set up for an exciting event. Can't wait to get into this. Playing from around 150 yards here.
Nice.
And he's safely on the green with that shot. Putting for birdie.
Damn, my putting's gonna get better.
3 feet to go here to the
hole. What's counting my games? My putts.
So it'll be a par to start their round.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
We have a par 3 on this one. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Oh, no, is that heading towards the bunker?
I just found another trailer.
Try to do out on your own. Close your own and do it. Okay?
You know those big one trailers like they carry beams for buildings? They have it.
Oh yeah. Just let it rain. Okay. Seriously, homie? Oh my lord. Party. I said it's a party. Oh, party. Oh, dang. Hi. Sleeping over, huh?
Probably getting away from you, yeah.
Probably. Okay. Mama's sleeping, so shh. She probably took her.
Put that on the counter near the sink so I remember to grab it tomorrow.
Put it in the sink?
Just near the sink so I remember to grab it and throw the ice out.
Yeah.
Can you take the cup with me? Just go ahead, do it. And just leave the cup in the thing.
You can make coffee in the morning. I have coffee here.
I don't really like hot coffee, but okay.
No, you can make iced coffee in here.
Okay.
I can do it for you. I have to do it.
Okay. I have a $50 gift card my grandmother gave me, though. I'm trying to use it, that's why. It's falling away from fucking Shrewsbury. That's open at what time? You're like, God.
Have fun. Alright, have fun, boys.
Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
A bit short with that effort.
This would be a great up and down.
Ooh, that was close.
On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. A chance to save the par if he can make this one. And the putt will go. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
In the bunker with their tee shot, and that is a very good save.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Currently at +1 for the tournament.
And third.
Here we are at the third.
Luke, if you're a fan of Pebble Beach Golf Links, you're absolutely going to love this hole. Just 444 yards for the back tees. Driver really isn't necessary as there's out of bounds over on the right-hand side that comes into play in a hurry. Just avoid the bunkers on the left-hand side. Find the fairway. Second shot plays slightly uphill. It actually looks like an infinite edge pool. It's really difficult to judge distance control with that second shot. Still a great hole. One you dearly love to make birdie on.
Number 8.
Actually, alehouse onion rings is so fucking good. Have when they're cold.
It's good.
My mom goes there and gets teriyaki salad. Is your microwave easy to use?
Yeah.
Do you have any paper plates anywhere?
We have paper plates in the cabinet.
Over here?
Mm-mm. Okay. Number 8. Oops, my bad. I'm not having fun.
Here?
It'll work in my
Handy effort, that one. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
And from around 135 yards.
Oh, just put 1 minute, whatever you want. And then hit start.
This player is making a statement.
That's what I do.
Isn't that pretty cool? That was my senior year.
It isn't, that is.
I had to wait for so long. Sophomore year, I didn't play because of my fucking wrist.
Oh. And your
I was
wrist?
like this in this fucking thing in a form, walking around for like 6-7 months. Literally like this, Nicole. People were making fun of me. I was giving them a fucking evil eye, like I wanted to fucking just go like.
That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. And after that,
One time in freaking shop, I don't know, Austin Dean, if you
Number
remember
8.
him.
This hole is a par 5.
Austin Dean.
I think so.
You know him.
I do.
I remember a while back, you go, wow, Austin.
It's been a long time.
Oh, I know him. Remember?
Yeah.
Right.
30 to 30 should do it. 1 minute.
Time for the second shot.
Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
One time he like said something that pushed him and they both got in-house suspension.
This one looks like it will safely make the
Because
green.
they all know I'm ridiculously strong.
Nice.
Apparently I'm popular in high school, like 3 8 grade.
Yeah.
They didn't know it.
Well, that's a pretty good play there, Rich. Right up near the surface.
It's an
Should be good.
aggressive
Well, my boy's
play.
pretty
We'd
strong.
like to see it on this par 5.
Oh,
Nice chip.
yes, what a shot.
That was
Nice
sensational,
chip.
Luke.
Nice chip.
Moments like that deserve another look.
Yeah, Sevi would be envious of this one. What a chip in.
Aren't they really good?
Uh-huh.
Thank you. They're mad good. Yep.
Bob.
I feel bad.
John, what's going on out there?
Hey guys,
Time to
we
go
are
off the
checking
phone.
in with Ricky Fowler as he gets
Time to
set
go off
for his
the
next
phone.
shot here on the 15th.
Our
He
leader
will.
is a couple of shots
Oh,
up
first
at this
place.
stage. Here we are at the 5th hole.
An eagle on the last hole for this player. Let's see if they can't build on the
my
momentum
golfer.
they've created.
Right for
This
free.
one should find the surface. Good shot, this.
It's actually a free game. It's not bad.
Terrific approach and a chance for a birdie here on the 5th.
Look, my first
9 feet to the cup.
This is what they
What?
have left for birdie here.
House of fire.
Yeah.
The cross on the back.
The
It's
pat.
worn out. It was usually
The pats really suck. What was up with that?
broke that. You go, this guy had fucking
It's
two-
just preseason.
Yo,
The par putter
this
waits.
guy has 2 margaritas in the fucking yo, bro.
And down it goes.
Let's go to our man John on the ground.
I'm just
There's
sitting
something
here like
brewing down there. Let's find
like
out what it is.
Yo,
Hey guys, we are checking in with Ricky Fowler as he gets set for his next shot here on the 16th.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Our current leader is
He has
enjoying
too much.
a
He's
one-shot lead.
over 2. He's not.
sugar, that's a lot of sugar, man.
And after a par last, just to maybe
Yeah, I know.
take a step in
Strawberry,
the
give
right
me a
direction
shot.
here.
Yeah, that's a lot of sugar
I'm
on
like,
that.
okay, I'm good. I'm sticking with my Corona.
Yeah, they got mad sugars on those things.
Oh yeah.
Margaritas.
Make this shit.
Well struck. What kind of shot are they facing?
He only gets them when he goes out
We're
here.
gonna beat
Quite
our
see the
calories
green
this
here,
thing,
Luke.
aren't
'Cause
you?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
elevated. It's much higher.
Doesn't burn
You're
off.
definitely
Yeah,
gonna have
that's
to
true.
club up.
Needs this one to
So,
kick right.
I burnt off those 2 Coronas already today. With the
Mm-hmm.
work again. It's really hard
Not
to
a
keep
bad
up
play,
with
that
you.
one.
Yep.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to
But
make
we didn't
this.
do it.
Oh, I get that.
Ouch, that hurts.
A little bit.
6 feet remaining to the cup. Just didn't drop.
Really.
And this next putt, it's for bogey. And that was a bogey by our leader. So the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. Trying to forget the bogey on the last as they step onto the tee.
What'd you say?
So you can hold on to that for now. Just leave that piece out right there.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I like the look of the line here.
Gonna go upstairs and bug Richard? You're gonna go upstairs and bug Richard?
What?
You're gonna go bug Richard?
Yeah.
Good, go bug him. Tell him to get off his cam and spend time with you.
1 win so far this season. Looking for number 2 here today.
Did you get it with his friend?
Yeah. It could be his friend Snake that he's gaming with. Yeah.
Can I have a soda?
Go ahead. You can have one of mine down at the bottom. You okay with the small one? You can take Pepsi or Mountain Dew.
John, you're down there. What's happening?
Hey guys,
Yeah,
we are
don't take
checking in
hers.
with Ricky Fowler as he gets set for his next shot here on the 18th.
Getting ready to play their third.
Yeah, I don't mind you drinking mine.
Well, how's it set up for the gym there?
And from the green side rough here.
Set up for the country bag.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love it. We use it all the time. We actually put some sandbags in it so it kind of sits still better.
I thought that one was going in.
Even Molo uses it too. His hot shot.
Judging it beautifully.
Just 3 feet to the cup.
It's really building muscles too.
Nice putt to hold. And that will take him to 1.
Finally out of her water.
Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie. A great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Do you work tomorrow? Oh, well, did your dad know you're here? Was he mad?
Well, really? You better be up on that ball.
Look it up.
Birdie here.
What time do you leave?
What?
What time do you leave in the morning to go to work?
Ooh.
Ooh, I hate that.
Be back in my house by 9.
Oh, we'll be up.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole.
We'll be up early because we have housework to do.
Disappointing par after such a great
We have
approach
housework
shot.
to clean the entire house
We've
tomorrow.
reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off.
For those who like to work the golf ball from left to right, you're going to have to take a
Oh,
little
just
bit
get
of
off his
chance
game.
by
I'm gonna
aiming
fucking yell at
for
him.
that hazard on the left-hand side. But if you find the fairway, boy, I tell you what, that's a fantastic feeling because this hole has got so much beauty. I love the second shot, the bunkers on the front, but I love how the green runs away on the left-hand side. The design of this hole, especially the green, is absolutely amazing.
Get off your game and spend time with Antonio. It's really rude to be playing your game when he's here. And he has to get up in the morning, he has work.
Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce
Well,
to the
it's
right.
not like he gets to sleep all day or half the day.
That should set up another chance.
Well, he would have worked
We're looking at
with
for this
Andrew,
one,
but he has his son this weekend. He has his son like every weekend.
That was a gallant attempt.
Yeah,
This
but he has his
putt's
son
now
every
4 feet from the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Yeah, nicely holed. Here we go, Rich. The back nine on Sunday.
Mosh cut now in a
What are your thoughts
second.
so far?
It's been
Yeah.
great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this
This
tournament.
game's really relaxing.
How it shakes out.
Yes. Yeah. Speaking of golf, why you're a golf player? No, just kidding.
Yeah.
You really?
Absolutely flushed.
You play golf?
Playing from around 160 yards. This
Yeah,
could
those
be
are fun.
time for the lead.
Let's do it. Okay.
Quality shot, that one.
One day we will.
Trying to get
Let's
the
see how
two
far I
under
can.
this putt.
Let's see how far I can do it. I mean, I have a pretty good swing.
You want second cake?
Okay, I have a good swing. I have a good swing. I probably could swing pretty good. Ball thing.
Okay,
But I'm
steady
wicked. I'm
now.
wicked good at What's
Oh, what a
this?
shame. That would have been
Money?
a nice one to hold.
You gotta shit your pants.
Putting for a par now.
How much money do you?
You gotta shit your pants.
Damn, is that from working?
Yeah.
Shit. It's usually what I get from my bonus check. I saved my bonus. That's why I used a lot of it for my car. Which I'll have my title hopefully Wednesday. Thank God I will get it done. It's a lot of money. Just kidding.
7,500.
That's good.
That's since the spring, but I spent some of that.
That's alright.
Right
But it's
by the
worth
hole.
it.
A bogey putter waits.
It's worth your time.
In she goes.
Damn it.
Let's head to
It's
the
alright. I
next.
usually come back.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole.
I usually come back in
Teeing off
the
here
last
at the
couple
11th.
frames.
Well, the other day, my dad needs this place is perfect for teeing off and shit.
Yeah. Is he even fucking hearing me on his phone? I'm gonna call him. Get off your
Nicely
fucking
done.
phone.
Penny, what have
Get
they got
off
in
your
front of them
fucking
here?
game, Dad.
And from
I
about
found this golf club
105
that a while
yards.
ago. Well, golf club that. And the I was using a wedge for a long time.
Yeah.
I was fucking up the grass all the time.
Opting
Yeah.
for the 9-iron.
Has got this thing
Nice.
dialed
Go,
in
go,
here.
go.
Looking good.
But I was using the plastic fucking hedge, not a wooden hedge.
Oh, that's a great approach shot.
Plastic hedge.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shots.
A chance to move into first place on the leaderboard.
I put the ball in.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the plate.
Yeah.
And right to the top of the
The
leaderboard
gravel
after
area,
that
the
effort.
water washes out from the driveway. I put like
Leading by a shot after that hole.
Yeah.
Put the thing there. The ball.
It's time for a one-shotter.
Alright. That fucking thing just went curled to the right, like I don't know, 200-300
Yep.
yards in the woods.
Oh, dang.
And it's on the water. It's on Camp Nunsuch. It's like a $10 million house.
Oh, damn. That sounds
Look
like
like this
fun.
one's hitting
I'm
the
gonna land right
ridge.
in the sand. Damn it.
It's a McMansion that my dad does.
And he's not hit the mark on that
I
approach.
landed in the damn
What's a
sand.
strange miss there. Look, they've been hitting the
That's
greens
okay, I
all
can get
day
it.
So I
long.
like golf.
I find it relaxing, actually. I'm playing.
I like disc golf too.
Okay, so
Yeah.
on the surface, a
With
chance
Samantha
to
Marley,
be
remember
held
her?
here.
Yeah.
From Explorers.
Yeah, I do.
I
Opportunity
was
here,
with
just 6
her
feet to the hole.
Uncle Mike Manning. You remember him?
Yep.
He actually said happy birthday
Oh, that's a
Did he
clutch
really?
par.
on Facebook, yeah.
That was nice.
It's like, thank you.
Well, that was
Finds
nice.
himself in a share of the lead.
Still in second.
Welcome to this hole.
We
It's a
went
par
disc
5.
golf with her. They did with her. It was fun. Very fun. Yeah.
He's like, why are you calling me? Get off your game and spend time with Antonio.
Sitting at 1 under the car.
I'm calling him right now.
Tied atop the leaderboard. Opting for the 6-iron. That's well played. Pin high. That's the mark of a ball striker.
Get off your game
All
and
right,
spend
Henny.
time with
What's he got in
Antonio.
front of him here with this putt?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out. Little birdie looking here.
Oh, just missed.
It's alright. I'm gonna get a bogey. No, I'm not gonna get a bogey. I'm gonna get a par. Yeah, it's fine. Get a par. We got it.
That was a top-level approach shot, but
Back
unfortunately,
to
they went off
Pharisee.
the green with a par.
I
We
fall
have a
behind,
par
but then I
4
catch
on this
up.
one. Sitting at -1. Outright first here. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Not in the sand. Sorry.
Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Not taking enough club to get it there.
And here we are with their 4th. He leads the field by a stroke. That's a well-played chip shot there.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Back one, yep, just did.
Dropping back to level with the card. Let's see what happens here on the 15th. Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. That's a great shot here at the 15th. It sets up a look for birdie. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. Oh, well played.
What?
Time for the second shot.
Oh, get the fuck off.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
Alright, I'm going up there.
That's how you do it.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
It's just about 3 feet away.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
That's tracking. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Here we have a short par 5. A chance to take it.
2 more lengths to go, so let's...
Every player is going to be salivating to get here. This could be the easiest hole by a long shot on this golf course. The fairway, massive, most generous fairway out here. Second shot, a little bit uphill, but let's face it, just 506 yards, slightly uphill. I promise you, every player in this field is thinking eagle and nothing but.
That's the right option. Put it back in play. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. This one looks just a fraction too long to me.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
I could make it 4.
A chance to get to 3 under with this putt.
Birdie, come on.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Big putt for par coming up. Currently in first position. Here we go, Rich. We're at the lucky last, teeing off the 18th hole. Great shot. Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
Nice.
Well, that should save them. That one from the sand. Opportunity to make their par.
Yes.
And that will do it for this player today.
I mean, he came all the way here
Through
for
54
you.
holes, this wonderful golf continues. Our leader in the clubhouse.
Lots of good playing out there. 1 round to go. This could
Really?
be a very nervy final round. Lots of players.
I
Well, that just
know.
about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios.
Back home. I gotta have it by accident. Got one next time out.
PGA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Daybreak Classic is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Rich Beams, my sparring partner in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey. Hope you're enjoying all the action. Rich, this next golfer starts their round. What are your expectations of them today?
Well, they start off with a very small lead, and so they're going to be cognizant of that. There's not a lot of room for error, but in saying that, they do have the lead, so they can't afford to make a mistake somewhere along the line if it should happen to come up. But in saying that, they just don't want to make any mistakes. It's going to be a difficult day all around.
Oh, I've got those special chills up the spine. I know today's going to be a beauty. Let's get into it.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
Nice.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot.
Was perfect.
Yeah, that one will play. There's
That would've been awesome if that went in.
6 feet coming up.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Spot.
Oh, terrific. What an effort.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first
There's nothing wrong with that.
Good start.
Currently at 3 under for the event. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Going with the 7. Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
The game is coming easy to this player right now, so no reason not to believe they can't do it again this week.
3 feet to go here to the hole. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Let's see what happens here at the 3rd hole.
Luke, if you're a fan of Pebble Beach Golf Links, you're absolutely going to love this hole. Just 444 yards from the back tees. Driver really isn't necessary, as there's out of bounds over on the right-hand side that comes into play in a hurry. Just avoid the bunkers on the left-hand side. Find the fairway. Second shot plays slightly uphill. It actually looks like an infinite edge pull. It's really difficult to judge distance control with that second shot. Still a great hole, one that you dearly love to make birdie on.
This one is right down the pipe. And on the ground, John, he's down there. What's the news?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Ricky Fowler as he gets set for his next shot here on the 8th.
Okay, let's get back to the action. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Well, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that.
Oh, that settles the nerves right there. Great stuff.
Here we are at the 4th hole.
Oh, what about 11:30? 11:12.
Attaboy, good shot. Now 4 under par.
Very
Currently in the
good.
lead.
Oh, yeah. 7.
Can they get a little ground draw here?
Man, that was...
Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. Ooh, it'd be nice to make this putt. This is for eagle.
Oh, it was pretty good.
So close. No, that's too bad. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This for a birdie run.
Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Let's see what happens here at the 5th. Choosing the 9-iron here. Playing within their comfort zone there. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard.
Oh, we are. Yeah. Kind of closer,
that looked to
though.
be a bit of a misread. Just a 4-footer remaining. Ouch,
Ooh.
that hurts. This next putt is for bogey.
Bogey.
Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader.
It's only a
And
first
now on
one.
the
It's
tee
only
coming off a
one.
bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum.
Always happens to me. Bogey. I'm in the tournament right now. Yeah.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. This shot is about 140 yards out. Good shot there. Setting up here with a very long putt.
Yeah, what the fuck? That's
Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. Playing their 4th shot. How close was that to going down?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Great touch.
Yeah, that's hold, but they seem to be losing a bit of their momentum.
It's gonna drop me,
Making
I
one
think.
bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Managing to maintain their position on the
Not
leaderboard.
yet.
As we head now to the par 5 next.
I'm lucky I haven't got dropped yet. Oh. I love it.
Well played, mate. Time for the second shot here at the 7.
And too far. Just put it closer, that's all.
Well, they got after that one right up near the surface. Good play.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Ooh, that almost went down. Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close.
Such soft hands.
Leading by 5 shots after that. And after a birdie at the last, he'll take the honor on the hole.
I'll do one. I'll do that occasionally. Nice. Okay, we'll take that.
What, they've got their rhythm going there. That's another green in reg.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 5 under. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Time to step on your tee shot here at this long par 4.
For those who like to work the golf ball from left to right, you're going to have to take a little bit of a chance by aiming over that hazard on the left-hand side. But if you find the fairway, boy, I tell you what, that's a fantastic feeling because this hole has got so much beauty. I love the second shot, the bunkers on the front, but I love how the green runs away on the left-hand side. The design of this hole, especially the green, is absolutely amazing.
Wonderfully played. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Nice.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And that will take him to 6 under. It's a lofty position this player has held all tournament, but what a buffer they've built with just 9 to play.
Absolutely. You dream of being in this position. Ahead by a bunch with just a few holes to go. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the view.
That's tiny. Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
15 feet to the cup.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Ooh, just missed that one. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. Pegging it up on the 11th hole here.
Could not be more perfect.
Playing from 110 yards out. Opting for the 9-iron. This should play. Oh! Well, you've got to give some credit there. That was the right club on the right line. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. He's currently sitting in first place. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. That was special. Good chance this one. Right on 6 feet.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
And that's 8 birdies today.
Gonna like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Let's see what happens here at the 13th.
Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Setting up here from about 170 yards.
I want to say.
Needs this one to kick right.
Well, they've got their eye locked in. Look at that approach shot against Ricky Fowler as well.
Lining up the birdie putt here. Just didn't drop. Just a short putt remaining here. And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in. Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4. Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. Sitting at 8 under. Currently in the lead. Going with the 8-iron here. That's a good-looking shot there. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Oh.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
Nope.
Ooh.
Fucking bogey, man. That's not good. It shouldn't drop me, though.
Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. Time to play one of the one-shotters. Let's see if they can bounce back after that bogey.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Terrific shot into the 15th and a chance for birdie. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. Ah, that's frustrating.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. In she goes. Let's head to the next.
Woo, that is some pretty good breathing room. Out in front by a bunch.
That was wonderfully done. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
He's got roughly 105 yards here.
Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Currently 7 under for the event.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Is this one heading into the sand? Henny, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
They'll have to get their best bunker technique out here because this is nasty.
Oh, that was a good strike. It was pretty well played out of the fairway bunker. Getting ready to play their third. Theirs looks to be heading to the green. Oh, right by the hole. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
That putt went a bit long there. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. I like their courage to be able to get that to go down and save the hole.
Nicely done. Well fought hole right there. Bunkered off the tee, but makes that nice par save.
That's
And now
all.
this player tees off their final hole of the event with the lead. Bit untidy, wasn't it? Second shot here at the 18th. Wow, what happened there?
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
Too hard. Oh, not. Oh, yeah. Damn.
And this putt for the tournament.
Nope. Shouldn't have dropped me too much, though. You're not even
Steady
that
on. Okay, so luckily they've got another chance to get the win. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a fine performance. He's done it. He's won the tournament.
If one is good, two is twice as nice, isn't it? 2 wins on the season for this player. Awesome stuff.
And Rich, what a performance.
One
They've
time
got
in again.
back-to-back wins. What a force they're proving to be out here on tour.
I gotta say, this player is in full flight at the moment. Just sit back and watch how awesome they are at the moment.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elving. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. UK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to bringing you the action from the ground level for this week's featured group. Now there's a sense of heightened competition this week, and this player has mentioned that they're starting up a rivalry this week with their playing partner.
Nice.
And so this week, Henny, they're vying to beat Tony Finau. This should inspire some brilliant play.
Oh, Tony Finau will not be letting up this week, Luke. But he's such a nice guy, you almost don't want to beat him. I mean, it's tough, but you must. I don't think you're going to outdrive him, that's for sure. But iron play, or maybe you can get him there. You have to putt well, though.
Tony Finau might be a big cuddly teddy bear, but when it comes to playing on a golf course, he's going to try and strangle you to death. Good luck trying to beat Tony Finau. There is literally no weakness in this man's game. Now he knows how to win. Let's return to live play now. Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins, all winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
And that will drop in for a birdie. And with that hole finished, they're currently in the lead, with Brooke Henderson following in second. Rich, Canadian golf has had a number of people to be able to hang their hat on over the years. Obviously, most recent on the men's side, Mike Weir is a major winner. But the impact that Brooke Henderson has had on the game seems to have been even more significant.
It has been, and she doesn't carry the mantle just for women's golf in Canada. She carries the mantle for Canadian golf in general. She's such an amazing, delightful young lady to be around. Her personality is infectious. She's just a good soul. And she carries that around to the golf course. I mean, 2-time major winner. But what I'm impressed about most with her game, Luke, is the fact that, you know, she is such a long hitter in the game. You don't quite see too many women in the game right now that they don't talk about hitting it long like we do in the men's game. But make no bones about it, she hits it a long way out there. That gives her a massive advantage over some of the other players. And that's why she is such a prolific winner on the LPGA.
That's heading for the fairway. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Currently in the lead by a shot. Going with the pitching wedge here. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can two-putt that for sure.
Outside chance for birdie here, Luke.
Well, a chance to move deeper under the card. This putt's for 4 under. That'll sting a bit.
Wanted to get it up to the hole, but was just unable to up that slope.
That's frustrating. Should have made that. Putting for a bogey. And that was a bogey by our leader. So the rest of the field feeling an opportunity here to close the gap. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5, 6, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, it's a little wayward, bouncing through the branches. Rich, we know these days with the PGA Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that, and I think that the big-name players, the accomplished players, love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on. Because you can't go around either the north or the south course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well, your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses very challenging, but they're fair, and I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 155.
Now that looked pretty good the whole way. And this putt to move into a tie for first place. Okay, steady now. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This is what they have left for a par.
And now over to Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And with that hole behind them, they're sitting in second place, behind the leader, Brooke Henderson. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid-irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
You know, Luke, I've heard this metaphor before. Every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds an acorn. I believe that rings true in this scenario.
Putting for bogey here. Was on a good line.
Not good right now.
And this one will be for double bogey.
Good job.
And Brooke Henderson currently in the lead here. The par 5 9th is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
And here we are with the third shot. 3 behind our leader. Oh, that was tidy. That should ensure the up and down.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. So, Rich, 9 holes in the books. What do you make of the performance so far in this rivalry?
Luke, so far, so good against their rival, but let's face it, there's a lot of golf yet to be played. However, I'm thinking, as they say in the movie, are you not entertained? No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Sitting at 1 over. This one looks to be slightly offline here. A bit wild on approach there.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
And he's down there.
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Getting ready to play their third. And only one off the pace here. Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. I will take that also into the top 5 now. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11.
And that was bad.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Sitting at a couple over for the day.
Not much happening, moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
Oh, that is bombed.
She bounced back by the 13th, so 13 hole. Yeah, we're getting the bogeys. That's what's killing my games.
So let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And back to the course with the live action. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Yep, I've paced this. He's got around 195.
Not bad. And this putt is to move into the top 5. Oh, just missed. A putt for a place in the top 10. That's a good putt to make, that one. That's a good way to move into the top 10. All right, Rich, the par 5 13th. So much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Sitting at 2 over for the day. That's nicely done. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. Oh, so close. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
This for par.
Ouch, that hurts. And this putt to move into the top 20. Yeah, not much to sweat there. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4. From around 120 yards here, 3 shots off the lead. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This one's going right at the pin here. And he's hit that inside the range. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
We're 15 feet out. He's been staring this one down.
Par putt coming up here.
Gotta get that par.
And down it goes. Let's head to the next. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par fours. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
That's a great shot here at the 15th. It sets up a look for birdie.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
And back to the play, shall we? And this one to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Oh, here he comes into the top 10 with a bolt. Sitting at 2 over for the day.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Going with the hybrid.
Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order, but after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
And here we are with the third shot. Currently a shot off the lead. Well, you like the look of those hands.
Judging it beautifully.
Big par saver coming up for this fella. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Just one off the lead after that hole. And the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
That was a gallant attempt. And this putt to move into second spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. And that signs off on today's round. And as this round comes to a close, he finds himself in a share of top spot. Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. PGA Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. Luke Hilby alongside Rich Beam, and Rich, this player's been playing some impressive golf. They've got the lead, they're where they want to be, but what should be their mindset going into this round?
Well, hopefully it's not on the chasing pack, because the chasing pack is filled with some big names. So they're going to have to really bear down, focus on the task at hand. They've got to sit there and keep their emotions to themselves and not get wrapped up in everybody else around them.
Well, let's set up for an exciting event. Can't wait to get into this. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. That's inside the range.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. That one's heading down Broadway. Second shot on the second. Oh, almost went in.
Hit the pin.
Nicely done.
Pin on.
Good look at a birdie here. Just didn't drop. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. Teeing off here at the third hole.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole.
And a par is all but guaranteed after that fantastic bunker shot.
Ooh.
It might just drop me a little bit.
4 feet to the cup.
They'll be happy to get this in the hole. This for bogey.
And now we have this player currently sharing top spot on the leaderboard with the legendary Tiger Woods. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in two. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Rich, obviously, and we've joked about it a fair bit in this game, that you've been one of the rare players to take Tiger Woods down in his prime. But what was it like to play in the Tiger era, and just how dominant he was?
It was simply amazing. You knew that each and every week that he showed up to a tournament, you better have your game ready to go, because you assumed that he was going to be firing at all cylinders. Because even when he wasn't, his game was still good enough to beat most everybody in those fields. You wanted him there because you always want to test yourself against the best. However, if you weren't playing very well, you're kind of fearful teeing it up, because you just knew that your best at that moment in time wasn't nearly going to be good enough to beat Tiger no matter what he brought to the table. He made each and every player look at their game in a different way and try and dissect it in order to weed out anything that didn't really need to be worked on, and got them more specific in the areas that they weren't good at. Their deficient areas, whether it's the short game, the driver, the iron play, whatever it is. But Tiger really made you take a long, hard look at your game and figure out where it's at, because you knew that you had to be at your best to beat him.
Yeah, that one's looking good.
Perfect. I
Oh,
like to
wonderful
land it.
shot. And a chance for birdie at the 5th. And now over to Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Got
And
it.
with that hole behind us, they're
That
currently in
first
the
one.
lead with Tiger Woods in 2nd place. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Sitting at 2 under, currently leading. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Nice.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
I've
Just
got a
3
power
feet
to
to the
get
cup.
it.
Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
And Rich, we talked about so much and we heard so many of them throughout the years. A Tiger roar just sounded different to any other roar on the golf course. Explain just the energy of that and what you endured.
Well, the Tiger roars usually involved about 35,000 folks, and any other roar was about 3,500. So that was already a massive difference. You just knew it. There's just an energy in the air. When you heard a roar go up, you immediately could tell whether it was Tiger or it was somebody else. And it all kind of depends on how you were affected by it. And I think that where a lot of players got into trouble was listening for the roars and listening what kind of roar it was. And when they let it into their head that it was a Tiger roar, then I need to do something better. I need to change it up real quick. And in fact, that's probably what hurt them more than anything else. But listen, when Tiger did something fantastic, everybody on the golf course knew it was him.
Oh, well, you got a chance to improve on the next one. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Currently leading by 3. Okay, phase 1 complete. You've got to make a good putt here. Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
And this next putt here is for a double bogey. Now leading by 1 shot. This hole is a long par 5.
Luke, it's just a straight par 5, 615 yards. You got to hit a straight tee shot, straight second shot, and hopefully hit a straight third shot. It can get challenging when they put the pin on the top left tier. That's when you can put a little too much spin on it and have it come chasing down to the front part of the green. That's no good.
The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in John Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think John Rahm's name would be #1, because he seemingly has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the John Rahm era right now. Lovely effort that. Sitting at 1 under. Currently in top spot. Oh, well done. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
Bit too heavy-handed there. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
He's got this for his par.
Time to tee off on the 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
What a shot from that nasty lie. You should be proud of that.
Putting for a par here. Okay, steady now. Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader. And the players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. Still in the lead now after that hole. Next up is this 2-shot hole.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think. Come on, don't be shy.
Second shot here on the 12th. Opting for the 5-iron. Oh, this would be handy if we could bounce right. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. A chance to get 1 under the card with this putt. Ooh, right by the hole.
Sorry, with the par.
And this one is for his par. Okay, let's head to the next. Checking the scoreboard now. This player is currently sitting in a tie for the lead with Tiger Woods. Look out world was his statement when he came out on the Pro Tour, and we look back in the greatness in sports right across all sport in the world. Has one player or one athlete had a greater impact on their sport more than Tiger Woods did for golf?
I hate to say no, because I also look back at the sport, Luke, when Arnold Palmer came through. Good-looking fella, and just kind of came from a blue-collar background, and I kind of think that Arnold Palmer paved the way for a Tiger Woods that then go out and dominate, because golf was already on the radar. It just wasn't nearly as much on the radar as it is now because of Tiger, but I think because of what Arnold Palmer did, he set the groundwork for all of this. But in saying that, in the modern era, in the modern game, to be fair, and you look at every sport across the books, and I don't care whether you're talking about Tom Brady, LeBron James right now, I don't think you have a bigger player globally, with the exception of maybe Messi or Ronaldo, than Tiger Woods. I just think that from a global standpoint, Tiger Woods, whenever he shows his face anywhere, people lose their minds. Like, grown men lose their minds if they get a glimpse of Tiger Woods from 50 yards away. I've seen it before, Luke, and I'll see it again, but it never seems to amaze me, baffle me, make me giggle a little bit. Like, holy cow, this guy's Elvis. He's Elvis Presley. I mean, because Elvis was the biggest guy in the world as far as I can tell. It's mind-boggling how big Tiger Woods is in this game and continues to be and will forever be.
This is a par putt. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Time to face a par 4.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
Nice.
Wow, what a shot. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Just a 4-footer remaining. Oh, so close. A par putt awaits. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
Trying to get to 1 under here with this putt.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
The old-fashioned hammer hands. That'll ruin any putter's stats. 7 feet to the cup. Was on a good line. This one's for bogey.
Oh, not good though.
Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And that's a little disappointing. Dropping some spots on the leaderboard. And tee shot looks pretty good. From around 140 yards here. Just 1 stroke back in this tournament. Is that what they had in mind?
Shocking, a missed green in regulation.
Always a tough shot to get out of.
They've got to use all the bounce and strength that they can muster. This is sitting down.
Sitting at +1, currently 2nd place. Well, that's a beautiful bunker shot there. Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. That was a gallant attempt. Game's just getting a little out of shape by the looks of it.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Well, it's time to tee off on the 18th hole.
Pretty good shot there.
2 wins so far this season.
Oops, this one's headed for the rough.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. 2 strokes off the lead. Just outside 10 feet to the hole here, right on 11 feet to be exact. Oh, just missed. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And that brings an end to the day. Well, Rich, that round reminded me of that old adage, early ripe, early rotten.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, well, he was born in the penthouse but ended up in the outhouse by the end of his life.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Go to bed. That should stop.
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this third round action. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam here as we keep an eye on this player who's been trailing in the tournament but has a real opportunity today.
They do. They need to get out there, though, and start firing at some flags. They've been playing very conservative all week long, and you can't continue to do that with any hopes of winning. You have to go ahead and start trying to take advantage of the conditions. Hit it close a few more times. And until they start doing that, I don't see them catching the leaders.
Well, it's time for the preamble to be set aside. Let's get into the action. Oh, he's up, Tiger. Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these. Starting the round at even par.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
Next hole is a short par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. Time for the second shot here on the second hole. Oh, that one just missed the hole. You like that, didn't you? And just about 8 feet left to the hole. Ouch, that hurts. Putting for par. Yep, you'll take that. He's currently sitting in second. Here we are at the third.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
Oh, something.
How good was that bunker shot? Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. Teeing off here at the 4th.
Nice tee shot here. A little bit more room to the right than the players really feel like there is. However, that also brings a rough on the right-hand side into play, and you don't want to be there, especially with this green that's set right back against the canyon. It's a difficult second shot, almost an infinite edge pool look, if you will. You really have to bear down and make sure you have a good idea of your distance control on your second shot.
That was a beauty.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
This putt is about 8 feet. Ooh. Putting for a par now. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert?
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
1 second still, but... Last one.
Well, that's a handy shot. This one from about 160 yards out. He's 2 shots back. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. Okay, that'll work. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
Oh, that's frustrating. Big putt for par coming up. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in.
Opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead.
Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Time for the second shot here at the 6th. Sitting at 2 over in second place. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
That'll hurt the momentum.
Not gonna drop me now.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Deep
Still
into the front
second.
9. Here we are at the 7th hole.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players one started out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
And this shot from about 150 yards out. Just 3 back from the leader. This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Nice.
And if they didn't have their rival Tony Finau's attention before, they certainly do now. What an approach shot.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? An opportunity to make a par here. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. This hole is a par 3. Looks to be going with the 6 iron. Oh, that was pure. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
Not their best stroke. Seem to have pulled that one. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is what they have left for par here.
Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Aggressive play here, going with driver off the tee.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Second shot here on the 9th hole.
What time is it?
That dog will hunt.
Getting ready to play their third. Just 3 strokes back. That's some good golf right there. This putt about 11 feet in distance. Okay, steady now. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. That's annoying. You should make that. 3 feet to go here to the hole. The putt drops, and we're moving on. This hole's a tough two-shotter, a long par 4.
It is. It cambers pretty good from left to right, so most players are going to take something less than driver, probably a 3-wood or a 5-wood, and try and hit a draw into that bank to slow the golf ball down. You find the fairway, the green sits slightly above you, but the difficult part about it is it's got 3 different sections, a front, a back left, and a back right. You got to get your second shot spot on to have the best opportunity for birdie.
Time now for the 4th shot. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Just take a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've been wrong before, and it could happen again.
A bit long on that one. Just 3 feet to the cup. And a very familiar sight. Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Oh, so close. A par putt on the table. Ooh, right by the hole. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And he finds himself in a tie for 3rd.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Great shot. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
That was a beauty, right against the hole. That is absolutely brilliant.
Oh, you love to see those shots land. What a play.
And after that hole, the standings have this player in 2nd place, behind Tiger Woods. Rich, we saw it right throughout Tiger Woods' career, just epic shot after epic shot. What was the best shot you ever saw Tiger hit?
We were playing in 2002 in the Grand Slam of golf over in Hawaii. Justin Leonard, Davis Love, Tiger, and myself. And we, on the second day, wind's blowing at a pretty good clip on the par 5. I think it was number 7. And you had to bust 2 shots to get there. Nobody, I mean, it was nearly impossible. In fact, it was impossible, 3 out of the 4 of us, to get it home in 2. Well, Tiger gets up there on this par 5 the second day. He's already leading by like 800, I think. And he drills one right down the middle. I lay up with a 3-wood. That's how hard it's blowing. I lay up with a 3-wood to about 70, 80 yards. And this little green is a little peninsula. It kind of goes from left to right, a little bit of a fade if you're a right-handed player, with water on the front part of the green, and the pin's over in the back right. And he gets up there and smokes driver off the deck into about a 25-mile-an-hour wind to about 6 feet away. And I look over at my caddy and I go, is this for real? I mean, are you sure that we're not in a video game right now? Because that's just not possible. I mean, it literally, the second shot off the deck with the driver was hit about forehead high and traveled about 270 into the wind. And the ball just kind of hung there, seemingly just about 20 feet off the ground, just hung there. And kept hanging, kept hanging, kept hanging, and fell right exactly where he wanted it to. It was unbelievable. And at that moment in time, you kind of sit there and look at yourself on the inside and you go, I don't have that shot, and I don't even know how to make up for a shot like that I don't have. You just knew that you're just kind of sitting there watching something that nobody else in the game can do. It's phenomenal.
And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Terrific shot into the 15th and a chance for birdie. What's in front of them, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
That was a gallant attempt. And this putt to move into a tie for second. Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. We find ourselves on a par 3 here.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult two-putt, to say the least.
An opportunity for a birdie here. Oh, just missed. It's just about 3 feet away.
Nice little par putt here.
And down it goes. Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods.
That is right down the sprinkler line.
I didn't go that one, no. It was okay, but look at the tire. This is bad. Yeah, for this
what kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
And from around 135 yards.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing.
Oof, nice.
Oh, what a wonderful shot into the 17th. It sets up another putt inside birdie range.
Gotta like their chances from there.
And as we head to the next, it's Tiger on top of the leaderboard. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. There's a good chance to maintain the momentum. Time for the second shot on the 18th.
Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
And here we are with the third shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. And here we are with their fourth. 5 shots off the base. Oh, that almost went in. That's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
Great touch.
He has this putt to save his par. A bit too much pace on that one. It's just about 3 feet away. And with that, this round comes to a close. And at the conclusion of this round, he finishes in second.
1 round to go, Luke. I'm hoping that it provides as much energy as the first rounds have.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here,
Oh, we're headed to Tiger Woods now. Yeah. I'm gonna go to bed anyway. It's probably gonna end up losing it, but.
PGA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action.
Luke Elvey here with Rich Beam in the booth. And Rich, it's the final round in this one. What's our next player dealing with as they start their round?
Luke, currently in second place, heading to the final round. Not a bad place to be, but let's face it, these guys aren't playing for second place, are they? They've got their eye on the prize. They want to finish number one, so they're going to have a good final round to make that happen.
Well, that's enough from me. It's time to pull the trigger. Let's get down to the course.
Ouch, that hurts. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par.
Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently in the lead as we check the rest of the standings. Time to tee off at the second. Good looking shot this. There was a big impact for a lot of players playing alongside Tiger Woods. They almost got sort of spooked by the occasion. Why was that?
More than anything else, it's the fact that they're playing in front of more people than they ever had in their life before. And this rings true for, I think, every single player out there, whether it was Ernie Els, Vijay Singh, anybody from that era. You had more eyeballs on you at that moment than anybody else because Tiger carried the biggest crowds every single tournament. And so sometimes it would be uncomfortable, even for the most accomplished players out there. Some of them tell you, no, it wasn't a big deal, but I can promise you it got their attention and it probably helped them in a certain sense because when you played in front of that many people, Luke, you wanted to focus, you wanted to put your best foot forward because there is no worse feeling in the world than going out and laying an egg in front of 30,000 people. I can promise you that. That's why I enjoyed playing with them because when you went out there, you knew you had to play well. You didn't want to embarrass yourself in front of all those people.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it.
Finally, they needed it.
Setting up now with a par 4.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance of knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
Outstanding approach shot.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
That's frustrating. And this one is for his par.
That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back toward you from back to front. It's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Playing from around 150 yards here. Should find the green. That's a super shot. That's another green in regulation.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
And this putt coming up for his par. Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage. And there's always the sense of a birdie in the air when you stride onto a par 5 tee.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dog-leg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Nicely done. Getting ready to play their third. Now this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits. That's disappointing. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. For the par. And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top. Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Oh, that one's right at the pipe.
Nice.
Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order, but after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. Good shot there, Beamer. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
He's looking at 20 foot. This would be a good putt to hole. This for back-to-back birdies.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. Well, they'll avoid a number of drop shots. Well hole. Ooh, I like this. The cover's coming off the big dog. Time to let it loose.
Look, it's just a straight par 5, 615 yards. You got to hit a straight tee shot, straight second shot, and hopefully hit a straight third shot. It can get challenging when they put the pin on the top left tier. That's when you can put a little too much spin on it and have it come chasing down to the front part of the green. That's no good.
Time to take their approach shot into the ninth. And here we are with the third shot. Didn't that look good for a long time? This putt coming up is for birdie. And with that putt, he's bounced back immediately from his previous drop shot. Time to face a par 4 now.
It is. It cambers pretty good from left to right, so most players are going to take something less than driver, probably a 3-wood or 5-wood, and try and hit a draw into that bank to slow the golf ball down. You find the fairway, the green sits slightly above you, but the difficult part about it is it's got 3 different sections, a front, a back left, and a back right. You got to get your second shot spot on to have the best opportunity for birdie.
This one needs to kick left. That's inside the house of opportunity.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
Suck at putting. Putting is terrible. See?
Just hammered that through the line. 5 feet coming up to the cup. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Putting for bogey. And that puddle drop. Well done. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Okay, steady now. A par putt awaits. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. It's time to begin this par 4 hole.
This 12th hole is probably one of the toughest tee shots players will face out here. They know they have to hit a good tee shot, a long tee shot, to have any chance or hope of making birdie here. You miss it a little bit out to the right. The rough over there is horrific. You do find the fairway, though. You got a green that tilts from back right to front left, making the second shot so much more imperative to not get it above the hole. Second shot, leave below the hole at all costs.
Well, this one's right at the pin.
That's how you do it.
Wonderful shot. And a birdie opportunity coming up at the 12.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Here we have a long par 5.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Quality shot that one. Getting ready to play their third.
Damn it.
Not the result they were after there.
And coming up well short. This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Well, that's an impressive little chip.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole. And I'm playing this one from around 120 yards out. That was never really a comfortable shot for them, was it?
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake.
Wow, from a dodgy line reach, how special was that?
That was spectacular, Luke. Great work. Great shot.
Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
This shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
The leaderboard has them sitting in second place behind Tiger Woods. We've arrived at a par 4 hole.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Too far. Well,
it's fair to say that approach didn't hit the mark.
One of the rare misses for this player today, Luke. They've been hitting a lot of greens today.
That silky touch around the greens. A lovely shot to chip in.
Just what I needed.
Just what the doctor ordered.
And let's have one more look at that shot.
Now look how they attacked this one.
Just turn enough for it to go in here.
Trailing by 4 strokes. Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
Nope.
Oh, that's too bad. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
This for par.
That might have just killed me.
That wasn't your best effort, was it? You finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. See you up here at the lucky last, the 18th. This is the all-important stretch. Time to make your move.
It's the last one. I don't know what I'm going to get.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
Sorry.
Setting up for the first cut here, the green. Playing their 4th shot. 5 shots off the lead.
Nope. This par.
And this putt for a final score of 71. Oh, so close. And this one is for bogey. And that brings to an end his event. Well, Henny, that's a fine performance. In fact, one for the ages. Very few people come up against the likes of a Tony Finau and cut them down a size.
Luke, I just cannot believe that we saw that. This player has every reason to be happy with that performance. They set a goal, they challenged Tony Finau, and they beat him. It was textbook. It was so entertaining for me to be able to follow these two going back and forth throughout the event.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in.
Tim, hold on now. I'm going to turn it off. Still ahead of him though. He was defeated. I did beat him. I did beat him, but